So my name is Anna Stelmach. I'm eating psychology coach and breath worker, and I've been for many years personally depressed. Corona make it really worse. And my mom also got very depressed through Corona. And we start with my mom because half year ago she phoned me and said she is in so much pain she doesn't want to live. And she put the phone down, and I was crying. I didn't know what to do. And she is 79 years old. She has only 25% of her gland, hormonal gland. I forgot the name now in English.
Her thyroid?
Yes, thank you. And she has fibromyalgia, Rosea C, high blood pressure. She has post-traumatic stress syndrome because she was born in a war and she became orphan. Her mom died. And she had so much pain. Also Lyme disease she has, which come and go, so doctors can't detect. And she used to have also this measles.
Okay.
So she had really so much pain, and also being on medication, the side effects of all those medication was dragging her down. And I will join now to my story because as breath worker, I've been working with multiple groups like lymphedema, and I couldn't help many people because they had similar condition like my mom. And with all the knowledge they could do, they were going a little bit up, but then something came up and then they were drowning again. And so how my mom described this before, she couldn't really get better because she was getting very easy much worse. So one step forward with good intention, good health, good exercise, good nutrition, and then something happened and she was down again. And then after the night when she called me, she want to die because she's in too much constant pain and don't want to go to hospital. I received next day email message from Barbara, who also I joined after her, and she recommended me to do the patches. She just wrote, you know, this is fantastic, it's healing without any side effects, just give it a go and it will go along with all the good things you're already doing. And of course, I was very devastated from the last night. I went online, we're researching all night in all languages, German, English, and I found everywhere similar things. Okay, few doubts, but I ordered for, I think, for 500 euro straight away via express to my mom. I phoned her, I said, please try this. I hope this is gonna help. This is only hope. This is the future. Please, please. And she said, okay, I have nothing to lose. I will try. And after 2 days, she already phoned me and said she slept first night without waking up, and she really rested. And then every day it started to get better. She got energy. She started to clean her house. She started to mourn again, and I was so happy because her first message was not saying how much pain she has. She was mourning that this is wrong and that is wrong and all the news are wrong. And I said, great, she's mourning, getting angry. Anger is takes lots of energy. We're getting results. So I was really like, wow, something happening. And then I start to research more. And I realized there are similarities, and she is in a first group having good results. And I was bombarding the forum with everything, what to do, what to do. I know Wendy know me because I was like, hello, and again, I have a question. And was no end of questions. And so more and more, she started to have more energy. And she wrote actually here for me what happened, so I don't miss anything. We started with X39 for 3 weeks only, and later I added to her glutathione and carnosine because I want her to get used to patching every day, one patch. And she was before very responsible person, accountant for some company. So she put her watch on this time, and now I take my medicine and my patches, and before I go sleep, I take off this and my medicine. So works really well. And then she started to tell me, like, I sleep better. And the first week, I looking now at the page, first week she was sleeping 10 hours every night. And also in the afternoon, she was feeling like hit by train, where she had to go lie down and sleep for 1-2 hours or more. And then things start to improve again. She added glutathione, and she said she feel amazing with glutathione and X39 together. And then, yeah, and then she started to have less pain and less dizziness, because she was scared. Half year ago, I was thinking to take a caretaker for her, because she was not able to function. And when things improve, it was really going actually quite fast, because she has very strong energy and will to live, but she was trapped in the pain. And then when the dizziness gone, she started to go out, meeting her friends or going to town, because she was not afraid anymore that she get dizzy and fall down and break her hip or something. And then she got more energy, more, she started to order things. Every day we were in contact, and she said, you know, I found this and I have to order this, and there was really dirty what I've been doing all this time in my flat. It was really like, wow, you know, miracles. And sometimes I've been really crying, because I was like, wow.
How about like her symptoms for her Lyme? Have they lessened? Are they less often? Like, or have we even noticed anything lately?
Well, the symptoms she had was always pain, pain in the joints. And she has much less pain. So to finish off, she said she has much more energy, and the pain is like 50% less.
Wow.
Than a half year ago, before she started. And she described this is like far away in the third room.
That your mama had shingles and Lyme's disease.
Yes, she had
rosacea.
shingles.
Has all that kind of like decreased a bit?
It's decreased, she said, it's like 70% less.
Okay.
Wow.
And somebody's asking, how long has she been on the patches?
6 months.
6 months. Excellent.
6 months. And she was the first 3 weeks on X39. And then she started for about a month with glutathione X39. And now she's taking X39, X49, ion, glutathione, and carnosine. So I say quickly my story. So as I said, I had very bad depression, and I knew I have good energy, but I couldn't get it out. And Corona came, and all my knowledge really helped me only not to go on depression medication. So I was doing lots of breath work. I did yoga laughter instructor to give the yoga laughter to my groups, because nobody was interested in breath work because everyone was scared of Corona. And then after a while, like 3 weeks roughly, I started with X39 for myself and with Nirvana. I went also for doctor checkup, and my hormones were terrible, very low, really like 60 years old person who doesn't take patches. Yeah, it was really very bad, and I had no period for almost a year, and then it was crazy. So I started X39 and Nirvana, and after 3-4 weeks, I noticed like was everything flip, like I was getting up, and the depression was like gone. There's still bad thoughts were coming as like before, the negative of fear, but they were not having much effect on me.
You could easily release them.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was going day by day, gradually more. Then I go in Cyprus every day swimming, because I live near the sea and I love swimming or snorkeling. I started after 2 months, because I have no any illnesses. I'm not on medication. I'm quite healthy. Just the hormones were all over the place, and the depression. And just and then after 2 months, I lost the fear of swimming in deep water.
Wow.
I just lost it. I was swimming and I was not afraid anymore. So the depression got better, and then after 3 months, okay, my hair started to less falling out. And after 3 months taking the patches, I went to my female doctor for the hormonal check, and she asked me, "What are you doing?" And I told her, but she didn't listen. I said, "Look, we can make consultation. I explained to you, it will add as a tool to your work, help people." And but she was so overworked, and she said like, "Oh no, I have no time, all these people, and since Corona, maybe another time." And I said, "There's nothing I can do, you know." So, but yeah, so I went and showed my friends who disbelieve me my blood work with my, and she's 10 years younger, and my hormones are better than her. So I could get pregnant, I could be pregnant again, because I've been also on the Zoom with Dr. Stacy, asking for help for the hormones. And she told me I need to take iron, SP6, X39, and Nirvana. And I added glutathione and carnosine, and boom, everything's like fixed.
Wow.
And I must say, this was really amazing. I also started to have boosts of energy like crazy, where I was thinking, I have to be careful, I cause accident. My energy was really like exploding.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this what I couldn't handle before, and I was suffering of being overwhelmed a lot, which was actually breaking me to bits, and I couldn't put myself together. things started fall in place. And slowly, really now I'm about 5 months, 5 months and 1 week on the patches. And I'm like in constant flow. It's
I
like
love that.
amazing. It's like I'm able to live 95% of my real being. And health-wise, I feel like in my 30s, early 30s.
Wow.
And many things I can order now. And I want to say also, when I started the patches and I start to get interested, I signed up after Barbara. I wanted to know how it exactly worked. Money I didn't care about money. I put all my savings into it. I went through all patches except the animal patch. And I was giving patches. I was forcing people to take them, just learning. And even now I go to town and see somebody with something and I think, oh, I wonder what the patch will do for them, you know? I say everyone who joined the patches, pray for David Schmidt for his invention, because this is so huge, you know? And I pray every day because it's like so huge, you know, life-changing, amazing.
Yeah.